one of Russia's last independent television stations, TV Rain, took a stance against the country's invasion of Ukraine before being shuttered under heavy pressure from the Kremlin. The New York Times reports that, during TV Rain's last broadcast Thursday, it played Tchaikovsky's Swan in a nod to Russian history rather than displaying images of war. The Times noted that TV Rain had already been blocked earlier this week by Russia's telecommunications regulator when the news outlet delivered its final show Thursday on YouTube. No to war, TV Rain co-founder Natalia Sendeva said, as employees of the station walked out of the studio before the Russian ballet Swan was played. Swan was a symbolic choice for the network, and has been historically used by Russian networks to signify turmoil and political unrest. As NPR reported last year, the ballet was shown on a loop by Soviet state television in 1991, when the failed coup of Mikhail Gorbachev spurred the beginning of the end of the Soviet Union. The Times reported that some of TV Rain's employees have since left Russia due to safety concerns amid the country's ongoing invasion of Ukraine, has killed scores of civilians and displaced more than 1 million since it began February 24. It is the first major land conflict in Europe in decades. In an interview with CNN chief international anchor Christiana Montour, editor-in-chief of TV Rain Tikhon Jayatko recounted the experience of receiving word from the Prosecutor General of Russia about the station's closure. I just got information from the Russian prosecutor's office that they are shutting down the website of TV Rain. Also, they are shutting down the website of Radio Echo of Moscow. It is one of the most popular and independent radio stations in Moscow. Also, they turned off the radio, Jayatko said. Jayatko continued, I think maybe we were expecting something like this because of what we are experiencing now here. It is military censorship. That's the only words I could find to explain what is going on. Details of the fighting change by the day, but hundreds of civilians have already been reported dead or wounded, including children. You don't know where to go, where to run, who you have to call. This is just panic, Lilia Marinkan, a 45-year-old teacher in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine, told People of the moment her city was bombed, one of numerous accounts of bombardment by the Russians. The invasion, ordered by Russian President Vladimir Putin, has drawn condemnation around the world and increasingly severe economic sanctions against Russia. With NATO forces massing in the region around Ukraine, various countries have also pledged aid or military support to the resistance. President Zelensky called for peace talks, so far unsuccessful, while urging his country to fight back. Putin insists Ukraine has historic ties to Russia and he is acting in the best security interests of his country. Zelensky vowed not to bend. The Russian attack on Ukraine is an evolving story, with information changing quickly. Follow People's complete coverage of the war here, including stories from citizens on the ground and ways to help.